Hello friends, it's Marianna and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So you may or may not have seen this video that I posted right here at the very end of last year, talking all about my goals for 2024. As we approach the end of March, I wanted to kind of do a quarter 1 recap of my goals that I set. I did say I was going to be very accountable with you all and very honest and transparent to share with you how my goals are going. I actually came up with this idea when I was flying back from Brazil, and I did a little journal entry on my goals, kind of reflecting how it was going. I did this on the plane, and we're gonna go through this today. And first I'm going to give you a reminder of my goals. If you haven't seen that video, it would be good to know what they are, of course. And then I'm going to break down each goal to tell you exactly how I'm doing. I'm gonna give them a rating out of 5. And then for the last part of this video, I'm going to be talking all about actionable steps that I can take on each of these goals to kind of help me get the rating higher and also achieve them at the end of this year. Here are the chapters for today's video. Feel free to skip ahead to wherever you like, and without further ado, let's get started. Firstly, I'm going to just remind you of my goals. The first one was YouTube, and that was to get monetized and post consistently. Then my second goal was to explore more of London. My third goal was to read 6 books this year. My fourth goal was to run more, and specifically running once a week at least. My fifth goal is to balance and kind of regulate my hormones, because I mentioned in that video that I am now off birth control, which is a whole separate story, but we're gonna get into all of that when I kind of go through the goals with you. So let's start with the first one, which is all about YouTube. So my goal with YouTube is to post every single Sunday and was to get monetized. Now the monetization part, I don't have as much control except for uploading my videos. I am not yet monetized. I am currently at, let's check right now, live check. So I'm at 778 subscribers and I have 2,800 public watch hours at the moment. So if you don't know, to be monetized you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch hours in the last 365 days. Not quite there yet, so my bars are almost there. That's okay, it's March, so again, with monetization I don't have a lot in my control besides uploading, so I'm hoping to get monetized before the half of this year. So we'll see. I will keep you updated on that on Q2 of my reflection videos. But with the upload, there have been 12 Sundays this year and I have uploaded 10 videos. However, I have missed 4 Sundays. The reason for that is because in January I did upload 2 videos on Wednesdays. It's a pattern I wanted to maintain, to post every other Wednesday and every Sunday as kind of like a bonus video for Wednesdays. However, clearly I have not been able to, as I haven't even been able to maintain my Sunday uploads, and there are a couple fair reasons for that. I think 3, if not all of them, were all either because I was sick or because of last minute family stuff that happened. So I do my best to plan for my videos. I'm talk a lot about planning and organizing, but unfortunately those times I wasn't able to. And I do have a solution for this. I have my actionable steps at the end section of this video, so we'll talk a lot about how I'm gonna fix that. I also mentioned in my goals video that I wanted to start uploading YouTube shorts 3 times a week since February, and I have uploaded maybe 2 or 3 in total this year. I have not taken the time to kind of do more vertical videos and kind of get into the habit of making them. I'm wondering if that's something that you guys would be interested in, for me making more vertical videos, if I should leave that to TikTok or if I should bring it over to YouTube. So I would appreciate that if you see this. You let me know in the comments below if it's something you'd want me to do. I'm thinking of things like little mini vlogs, clean with me, maybe unboxings, I don't know, stuff like that I wanted to kind of potentially do on shorts. But unfortunately I have not really gotten started on my YouTube shorts journey. So even though my consistency hasn't been where I want it to be, I'm still happy with the videos that I have been putting out, and I do have a plan, like I mentioned, which I'll talk about in the last part of this video, about actionable steps that I would be taking to make sure I at least do not miss any more Sunday uploads this year, unless it's again, extreme sickness, family issues. But I'm gonna do what I can. I have a plan to not miss Sunday uploads, and I also want to try and do a couple scattered here and there, and again shorts if you're interested, so let me know. Now my rating for my YouTube goal has been a 3.5 out of 5. And the reason for that is because, one, I'm still growing on YouTube, which I'm very, very happy. Thank you to all of you who like my videos and subscribe, because I'm so passionate about making them. It's more so the consistency hasn't really been there, but it also hasn't been horrible. Like I mentioned, I've missed 4 Sundays, but I have uploaded 10 videos in the last 12 weeks of the year, and that doesn't include this upload. All in all, I think it's above average, but definitely not amazing. So I think 3.5 is a fair score. moving on to goal number 2, and that was all about exploring London. What I wrote here in my little entry was that so far it's going really well and on track. I have explored 5 locations, and so that is kind of going on with my average of 2 per month. I'm keeping a track of all of this, which I'm going to post in a video at the very end of this year, talking about everything that I've done in terms of my goals, and that will definitely be a part of it, like going through where I've explored in London. So I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 for exploring London because I've been to 5 places. We're only in March, and so that's maintaining my kind of average of 2 per month. Since I did go to Brazil for 2 weeks, I haven't had yet a chance to go to one more and do 6, but my average was just kind of 2 per month, but as long as it's 24 at the end of the year, I'm okay, so I'm super on track for that. So there's not too much to add to it. I have a big list of things and places I want to go to and see, so all in all, really good with my exploring London goal, which is great. Goal number 3 was to read more. Specifically, my goal was to read 6 books this year. I'm very behind on this goal. So I was writing in my entry how it's been a pretty tough goal because reading for me, and this has been the same since I was like born, since forever, I am not a reader. Like, it doesn't come natural to me, and it's difficult for me to find enjoyment in sitting down and reading. However, when I do enjoy a book, I love it. Like, I get really sucked into it and I can read it quite quickly, and I enjoy the stories that I get out of reading, and I do like to read and have a story like built up in my head and not just see something in front of a screen. Like, I do find enjoyment in it, but it's still quite a big task for me to get myself to do, especially when I'm still working 30 hours a week at a job that is not remote, so my commute takes a lot of time, and then I'm doing YouTube, which also takes a lot of time. I've had some family stuff taking up my time as well, so there's a lot to prevent me from wanting to read. So I've been trying to tell myself to read in my commutes, when I go to work and stuff, but a lot of times I'm just too tired or stressed to do that, and I just kind of want to like listen to music and not think for a bit. So it's almost the end of March and I'm still reading the first half of my first book for the year, which is how slow it's been going. But again, trying to find the time. I have a plan in how I can do that, and we're going to talk about it. So I have given reading a score of 1 out of 5 because I'm still in the first half of my first book. It's been 3 months out of the year, and that is really not good, really not on track, even though I have read, but clearly not enough. My next goal was all about running. My main goal for it, which is to like run more consistently, was to build a habit of running at least 1 run a week, and that run has to be minimum of 3 kilometers or 20 minutes depending on how like my energy levels are that week. And I'm very happy to say that I have done 12 runs this week. However, I did miss 2 weeks, which I wasn't on vacation for, because I did say that if I was on vacation, that didn't count, because I know myself and I'm not gonna force myself to run while on vacation. So every week that I was in London, I had to do at least 1 run, and out of the 12 weeks, I've missed 2 that I did work out but that I didn't run, and the amount of runs I've done has been 12, which is an average of more than 1 a week for the week that I have run, which is really good. And also, I've done 4 5Ks so far this year, which I'm really proud of because I was training for one in February, and my other runs have been things like tempo runs or easy runs, recovery, distance, different like type based runs. But it's been really good, my running journey, and even like when I got back from Brazil the same week, I managed to go on a run. So all in all, I'm very happy with my running journey, and I decided to give my run a score of 4 because it hasn't been perfect, but it's been really good. I've only missed 2 out of the eligible weeks, I would say, that I was here to do my running. So yeah, very happy with that. And we have reached the last goal, which was to balance my hormones, kind of regulate them in a healthy way without medication. This goal, the rating I'm just going to tell you, has been non-applicable. I don't really have a way to measure this goal because there's not so much that I can do. I stopped taking my birth control in the end of last year in December. I am exercising regularly. I am eating decently well as well. I haven't done like a lot necessarily to try and eat for my hormones, but I have been eating well, so that one won't be counted in the rating for this quarter at least. We can talk now about my actionable steps to make my goals a reality and keep working on them, and then have an overall kind of score of how they're going, which will be an average of 4 since I'm not counting the hormones one. Okay, so my actionable steps for improvement for my goals are, for YouTube, is going to be to produce my video at least 1 or 2 weeks in advance. Most of my videos are filmed and edited within the week of uploading, and I upload on a Sunday. However, because I can't control my schedule because I work in retail, and again, things happen, leaving it to film and edit and produce the whole thing within the week of uploading has caused me to miss certain uploads because I just didn't have the time. time. So my goal is to then produce each video within 1 or 2 weeks before the upload date. With my Explore London goal, I'm going to maintain as is because it's going well. I've explored a couple places. I already have some in mind and some dates to go, so that one, nothing's changing. Then my reading, like I mentioned, I've been trying to read during my commute times, which has not been working very well, as we can tell. I haven't been able to finish one book in 3 months, but also it's because when I'm commuting a lot of times, I just want to kind of wind down, and to me, because reading isn't yet a wind down, it's a little bit of a chore, so it's not something that I do to relax. It's kind of like right in between, I have to do this and I want to do this. So I'm going to try and schedule time outside of my commute on my days off to actually read every week. So I'm still going to try and read on my commute because it's a really good use of my time, but I'm going to like schedule specific time to do outside of it, which I think was my original goal actually, and it didn't work. So we'll try again. And then with running, I'm going to keep going because it's been going well. I have been trying to run once a week and I have managed most weeks. If I can't because of something, like let's say I had a cold all week, I'm not going to force myself to run. But outside of that, I'm going to try my best to run once a week and keep going as I am because it's been a really good running journey so far. And then back to my hormones, I'm going to keep documenting how it's going. I'm keeping some video diaries and also some journal entries about my hormone journey, and also try and eat a little bit better. Like I said, I'm already eating a pretty balanced diet, but I can always do better. So that's kind of like my actionable steps for my goals. And my overall score for all these goals out of 5 is 3.38, which is above average, but not as good as I want it to be. I would like for my score to be at least a 4 by the end of this year out of 5. So 4 and above would be amazing on my quarter 4. So that's what I'm going to be working towards, and I will update you again when I reach quarter 2. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like and subscribe down below, as that means a lot to me, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!